What is representation? And why is it such an important concept in media studies?
Representation is how the media portrays people, events or groups, for example gender and ethnicity. All media is constructed to create meaning and is important. As an audience, we use these artificial texts to make sense of reality.
What is gender and what are some of the stereotypes associated with gender?
Biology is a natural occurring phenomenon. Gender, however, is a social construct. Some of the stereotypes associated with gender are that men are breadwinners, strong, whereas women are seen as nurturers, weak, and emotional, and because of this, men are often represented as the more dominant gender. Therefore, it is argued that media representations often reinforce patriarchy.
What magazine have you looked at in your investigation? Who owns it and what does it claim to offer the audiences?
I have looked at the magazine Sugar is owned by Hachette Filipacci. Even though the magazine is aimed at teenage girls, adult men who own a number of other magazines aimed at different age groups own the magazine. It claims to offer audiences advice on boys, fashion and beauty tips, latest music, celebrity gossip and other key topics. They also claim that every month Sugar gives teenage readers a sense of empowerment, engagement and experience.
Who is the audience for Sugar magazine and what is their relationship with it?
Sugar magazine is aimed at heterosexual teenage girls ages 11 to 19 allegedly interested in beauty, fashion, boys and celebrity gossip. The magazine claims that teenage girls have a closer relationship with their magazine than any other age group and they see their favorite magazine as a reassuring friend. Sugar readers can also seek empathy or sympathy from the advice section, and they can also relate to other Sugar readers, which gives them a feeling that they are a team who they can understand and talk to, and Sugar gives them that opportunity, and this means that Sugar readers will look up to Sugar for that and will want to carry on buying the magazine.
What identity about gender does the magazine create for young women and how does it achieve it?
Sugar creates an artificial identity for young women by the advertising in the articles in the magazine, which mostly consist of fashion and beauty products that the reader can afford, which gives them impression that they can be like that celebrity or model. The celebrities or models in Sugar are beautiful, slim, and this pressures the reader into wanting to be slimmer and pretty. For example, the cover lines, "Be a style sensation," or "Dumped because of my hairy body," send out the message that all teens should care about how they look or there is no hope for them. Also, the celebrity on the front cover, in this case Pixie Lott, is the role model for the reader, and she is looking directly at the reader, which shows she is confident and suggests that you can relate to her because she is representing Sugar and the Sugar reader. However, other cover lines such as "The look 72 a boys can't resist" suggests that women depend on having a man in their life for it to be complete. Also, the colors of one of the Sugar magazine are pink, which connotes femininity.
Do your findings suggest that Sugar as a magazine for young women simply reinforces gender stereotypes? What evidence from your content analysis supports this?
My content analysis showed that more than half of the articles in the magazine suggest that women are objects and that they are obsessed with physical beauty. For example, the images of celebrities looking perfect, which reinforces the idea that all women need to be perfect in order to be successful, and there are articles that also suggest that women are sensitive and dependent, which really sends out the wrong image of woman, because not all of women out there are obsessed with fashion and we are not all dependent on men. An example of this from my content analysis is the advert of a dog looking upset and lonely and he needs someone to adopt him, and this also reinforces the gender stereotype that women are emotional towards images. However, there was some content in Sugar that challenges the stereotype, and in some articles Sugar suggests women should be proud, but this was really outweighed by the stereotyped articles. The articles in Sugar didn't suggest that women are independent, intelligent or strong, which in my opinion is bad for a young women's magazine, as it shows that women aren't intelligent and we all depend on men.
What other media does Sugar use to engage with its audience?
Sugar also uses a website as another media text to attract and occupy their readers, and this builds up a wider market online because it is free and it is easy to access because it is using internet, which many teens have all over the world.
How is this an example of the way in which media is becoming more convergent?
This is an example of the media becoming more convergent because Sugar is a magazine, but because more technology is becoming available, then they have created a website to entice new people. You can do a lot more on the magazine website because you can watch videos, listen to music, and follow them on social networking sites such as Facebook. This proves that the media is becoming more convergent because about 20 years ago a magazine wouldn't have had a website because the internet did not exist. The magazine would have just been something to read, but the internet has changed this.
Does the website simply reinforce or challenge gender stereotypes?
Yes, the website does reinforce the idea of gender stereotypes. As for their house style colors, the main color is pink and this is a typical Glee color. Also, the whole website is full of beauty and fashion tips, boys, games, and celebrity gossip, which are also a typical stereotype that all girls like celebrity gossip and wants beauty and fashion tips, etc. The website also screens women as objects and fashion icons through images and advertisements. On the Sugarscape website, under an article there are comment boxes so all Sugar fans can comment on what they think. This lets the audience interact with Sugar and each other because they can give advice in the boxes, which connotes women are dependent on each other to help solve their problems. The page on guys also reinforces the stereotype that women need a guy to complete their life, and that they are dependent on them. As well, the fashion page suggests that women need advice on what to wear and how to wear it.
In your opinion, what impact might the gender identity created through the Sugar magazine and through the Sugarscape website have on audiences?
I think the gender identity created through the Sugar magazine and through the website is that women are the weaker gender, portraying women as objects through cover lines such as "new shoes, new dress," "meet the girls getting pre-prom surgery," and "dumped because of my hairy body." I believe that Sugar magazine is an example of how the hypodermic syringe theory works, injecting young women on what they should be like and how they should look as well as what they should find interesting. I also think that this gender stereotype has a wider impact on society and can in turn affect the jobs that men and women get and how they are seen, and the stereotype doesn't think of individual people, they are seen as a category. So say if there was a really intelligent woman and a man wanting to be Prime Minister, people would stereotype the woman into being a weak dependent woman, so the man would get the job as Prime Minister because he is more powerful and intelligent.